Hello again. It's another day, more days of the day today. I'm gonna take a break from Heroes to film this because I really want to know, Blizzard, be honest with me. Do you do this on purpose? Do you intentionally put me into bad games when I am one win away from doing things? Because you've done it before with the Overwatch event back for Chinese New Year, where I played for like 2 hours and kept getting into awful fucking games and didn't win one for way over an hour before I ended up giving up. And I never ended up going back and playing, so I never ended up getting the fucking Hammond skin, which is annoying because I like playing Hammond. You're now screwing me over with this as well. So do you do it on purpose, Blizzard? Please let me know if you ever see this. Anyway, that being said, we have some weird days today. And some normal days as well. Firstly, we have Veterans Day. Not just general Veterans Day, specifically Veterans of the Vietnam War. It's a national day. Most of these are national days. But I will specify because some of them are not. Yeah, National Vietnam War Veterans Day. I know fuck all about the Vietnam War because we don't cover it. We don't cover it because I don't know if England was involved in it at all. Actually, they probably were because we were involved in most things, even though we are tiny. It's quite impressive, actually, how much we get involved in world affairs. And, how strong of a world power we are, considering how small our nation actually is. National Lemon Shisoff Day, I think is how it was pronounced. I looked it up when I was checking earlier, then played some games, so I've kind of forgot it. And I don't care if I've misspelled it. Cake Day. It's the last two words of that thing. Lemon Shisoff Cake Day. No idea. It's a lemon cake of some sort, but other than that, I don't know and don't care. Moving on. National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. I thought there was an extra word in there. National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. It's about family businesses. It's about respecting family businesses. It's about helping family businesses. It's another one of those things that's getting really difficult in general, never alone, because of all the shit that's going on. Between the internet. Although, the internet does help you run shit like this as well. Things like, people who run businesses solely off of Etsy, and they make their living that way. I am trying, in part because I kind of am doing other things, kind of being the operative word. But I have a lot of plans and I have a lot of ideas. You see, here's the thing. I have a lot of plans for having an audience and having clout and having stuff to do. It's getting started that's the hard part. That's why I constantly keep telling you to share these videos. Get the information out here, and there's a fly in my room. I'm sure that's going to distract me again throughout the video. But yeah, that's why I keep telling you to do this, to help me grow this thing, because I've got the end goal, like the further on goal. I'm just this awkward bit where I'm just sort of doing stuff and waiting for it to stick and hoping it sticks. That's the bit that's difficult. So that's why I constantly keep telling you at the end of videos to share videos, get them out there, and because Google doesn't. Because Google is also not helping with the whole family businesses thing. I brought it back around to not just talking about me. Especially with sponsored Google searches. You can search for things and get two or three sponsored research examples before getting what you actually want, or something that would actually help a small business. You'll get these adverts for these big companies and stuff. And sometimes what you need is those big companies, and sometimes it isn't what you need. It's like businesses like this are dying out both online and in the real world. And partially it's because they can't get business. In the real world, it's because of the internet, and on the internet, it's because the internet is such a saturated market, and Google is a money whore and will put people on the top of their search lists because they give them money. And finally, National Nevada Day. I haven't bothered to look up the flag from Nevada yet. I'll do that in a second. But first, I must continue to ask, America, why do we have one of these days for every single day? Now, I will make the point now to clarify. I assume it's the day that the state was founded, which is stupid. The main reason why I'm saying this all is as a joke, but at the same time, come on, it's such a waste. It's so unnecessary. It's so very American of you. Okay. I'll put it over there since I'm on this side of the screen. Why is it so blue? Why are all of these so blue? I mentioned this in a day a few weeks ago. Why are all these state flags super blue? Except for California, which was really white. Seriously, I don't get it. But yeah, so it's a lot of blue. Then there's a crest right up in the corner. And most of that crest is perfectly fine. But Battleborn? That Gearbox game that didn't get off the ground, which is a shame because it was really good and is now dead entirely, which again is a shame because it's really good. Like, I had hopes for it. Okay, we're not talking about that anymore. We're talking about Battleborn. I legitimately was hoping Battleborn was going to be good. I got the pre-order bonuses and shit. Like, doesn't want to focus. Man, you focus. Yeah, like, I got the pre-order stuff. Like, I think this is a great figure. I think the character design in that game was great as well. But, and like, there was a few balancing issues with that game. But, God, but anyway, well, more importantly, why is it on your flag? Like, why is it on the Nevada state flag? That's weird. Also, bring back Battleborn. The game was good. Well, it deserved more than it got. It got washed out by Overwatch, and it's a real fucking shame. Also, while I'm telling you to bring back video games, bring back Atlas Reactor. Don't know why I killed the servers for that game. That was great, and I never failed to find a game. I never went on and went, no one's playing this. Battleborn, I can kind of understand why he gave up on it eventually, because I went on there and it took tens of minutes to get a game. I don't think it ever took more than a couple minutes to get a game in Atlas Reactor. I do not know why they killed the servers of that game. If you never saw Atlas Reactor, look it up, because it was a very good idea. It was 4v4 XCOM basically, and the character design in that game was great. Maybe not quite Battleborn level of character design, but that had a very cool character design. And like every character I played, I enjoyed playing in some. Well, actually, no, every character except for the sniper. That's just more. That was more just. It wasn't my kind of thing, and also there was a much better character that you could play at range, which was my main, because Gremlins Incorporated. Yeah, who doesn't want to play as two gremlins in a hover tank just flinging mines at people's faces? It's great. That game was great. Like, and if Atlas Reactor doesn't return, someone let me have that idea. Someone get me a dev team. We'll make our own version. I can do that for anything, I think, as well. Let's make our own Battleborn as well. Gearbox, get in touch. Let's make an actual version that isn't going to bomb immediately. Actually, to be fair, I don't think Battleborn would have bombed as hard if it, one, wasn't for Overwatch, and two, the way you unlocked characters was fucking awkward. Unlocking characters wasn't the problem. The characters you just unlocked from playing story missions were fine. It was some of the ones that were really significant challenges. Like, it was a pain in the arse, is what I'm saying. And you making it a pain in the arse to play your game is a real great way to make people stop playing your game. Like, a lot, like having walls like that and having like required unlocks like that, especially when, you know, other hero games, because this wasn't a hero shooter. There was hero shooter elements, but it's not fair to call Battleborn a hero shooter because of all of the melee characters and stuff, which is a thing that Overwatch hasn't really done. Yes, I am aware Reinhardt has a melee character, and you have Genji's ult that's a sword, but there's no like true melee character. I think Brigitte is probably the closest to a proper melee character. But if you look at Battleborn, look at Kevin, look at Wrath. It's not really a true melee character because of the way it was, but the character I played, I can't even remember the name of the character I played the most, and it's really annoying. But it was two characters in one. It was a kid with a giant. It was with a fucking stand. You just send the stand on people to beat them up and then throw boomerangs at them. It was great fun. Well, it was that and the robot guy I played. The robot sniper. I played a bit of Isaac, but Isaac was weird. Yeah. Robot sniper, owl build. Yeah, no one expects the owls. Just put owls everywhere, increase their radius. Yes, increase their damage. You could then get the upgrade that lets you have even more owls over everywhere. Just cover the place in owls. Someone turns a colour, fuck owls, and turns another colour, fuck owl. And just slow death via owl. I like this tangent. This was a fun tangent. I like. Comment below, because I want to do more stuff like this where I get people involved. The problem is there's not enough people watching. So go share this video so more people watch. If you're new, go subscribe. I might as well sort of half transition into the intro while I finish this tangent. But yeah, in the comments below, let me know about games that you used to play that don't exist now, like the servers are dead or whatever. Because I'm interested to see what else there is. I don't know how much they killed Battleborn. I don't know if you can go back and play in the story modes and stuff, or if they have fully killed it. I can't be asked installing it to find out either. But yeah, Battleborn was great. Like that's the thing. Overwatch is finally adding story mode in Overwatch 2. Battleborn had a story mode, and I'll go as far as to say that the mission mode in Battleborn might be a little better. That's a bit of an assumption. The story in Overwatch 2 is probably going to be better than the story of the individual stories of Battleborn. The overall story of Battleborn was fucking fantastic. A dying star. Saving planets from a dying star. Like, it's about to go supernova. It was an interesting concept for a fantastically interesting game that got killed, and I can talk about that for a while. I am intentionally trying to steer off of talking about Atlas Reactor, because I've been having the craving for the past few days to play that game, but the servers have been dead for almost a year now, I think. I think it died early 2019, but man, that was a good game, and it's a real shame it doesn't exist anymore, because it was very unique, and there's just nothing like it. Because there is obviously, I mentioned XCOM when I was trying to explain it. XCOM, I've not played XCOM, but I've seen XCOM. I own XCOM, I've just never played it because it's not my. I'm not interested in XCOM. I'm interested in Atlas because of the way it works and the character design of Atlas. But yeah, those are my two examples of games I played in the last decade, like maybe even half decade. Like, all these are relatively new games that have died. So I'm sure there's some older ones. I'm sure there's plenty of other recent ones as well, of games that you've played that the servers are dead or whatever, that you can't play it anymore. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it, and I would generally be interested in hearing about it. And I like creating discussions. I want to have discussions. If any of the videos I ever say miffs you off, let me know why. If you agree with me on anything, in any particular reason, let me know. I'm all about discussions. Get discussions going in the comments. I already told you to subscribe, but I'll do it again just in case you haven't. Or I told you to share, but I'll do it again just in case you haven't. I will tell you clearly to embrace the chaos. You kind of have to at the moment, but embrace the chaos and continue to do so when life gets back to normal. And finally, change the world. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.